What is going on? So I know as of now, most people have already seen this video, have already reacted to it, given their piece on it. But I think, going into this upcoming game, Patriots versus Panthers, I want to take a look into this, see what the Panthers really did well, what they can build upon, you know, try and get to a 2-2 record, stay at number 2 in their division. Because honestly, looking at the Panthers schedule right now, they can make a pretty solid run if their luck goes well, their team plays well, plays consistent like they did this game. Well, let's take a look.
Robinson in the backfield. 168 scrimmage yards last week. On second down, Penix pumps and throws and hits Drake London along the near sideline, squirming away from the initial tackle. Christian Roseboom was unable to wrap him up. Penix steps back and hits his target. This time Mooney's able to hang on, and it's a first down across midfield. Charlie Warner, the tight end, in motion. Now they send Ray McLeod as Penix will go to the near side of the field, and it's caught along the sideline.
So, something about this game, as you'll see throughout this entire highlight thing, the Falcons not once this entire game crossed the Panthers' 30-yard line. They were never in the red zone. I don't know what happened. I mean, they got a talented roster. I mean, they got Bijan Robinson in the backfield, and they just couldn't make something happen. I don't know if that was just Panthers playing lights out defense or more of a coaching issue on the Falcons end. A lot of people are saying it was a coaching issue. Honestly, I do believe that. Falcons looked better the past 2 weeks than they did this week. But then again, Bryce Young is also historically really good against the Falcons. It's like the one team he can consistently beat. But so I don't know if this was a fluke or if this was just, you know, Bryce Young not making any mistakes on offense as much. And, that carried the momentum for the defense. They're like, all right, sweet. We could trust this guy will, put us at least in a good position if he can't score to, let us get a stop or, hold them to three, from a defensive side of things. That made it a lot easier when your QB isn't turning over the ball or making mistakes. Anyways, back into it.
It's another first down. London with another reception.
They're showing a two-shell, and that's what they're playing.
Penix, the throw, it's incomplete over top of London, who is covered tightly by J.C. Horn. One from 49. He was 5 for 5 last week in his season debut for the Falcons, and this one is no good.
All right. So when I was watching this live, I honestly thought this was hilarious. I mean, they just cut, their other kicker. I think his name was Young Waku. Probably mispronouncing that, honestly. But I think it's just funny, they cut him for being inconsistent. First kick they line up, that's what happens.
Wide right. Over. Young passing on the first play from scrimmage. And it's a completion to Bryson Tremaine. Hubbard was top 10 in the league in yards per carry last season. This ball is contested and incomplete. McMillan, his first target of the afternoon. The former All-American at Arizona. Young with time. Scan. Throwing. Has a man. It's caught. McMillan across the 20.
So, one thing I really loved is, despite not being the greatest on third downs this game, the Panthers were really aggressive. They're going for it on fourth down. I think starting with that, trying to, get momentum rolling early rather than what they've been doing, getting momentum later in the game, really helped out here. Early momentum obviously is great for a team, so the fact that the Panthers decided to capitalize that first drive of the game, honestly, an amazing idea. I've seen a lot of people downplaying McMillan. I honestly think he's going to turn into an elite wide receiver next couple of years. I think he's going to be Bryce's go-to guy. You could see the trust building between the two. Bryce is starting to deliver the ball more comfortably to him in places he knows that the defenders are going to have a harder time reaching, but McMillan can get done easily because, He's a big guy. He runs fast. Really good at getting open. I think towards the end of the year, you're going to see him hopefully at 1,000+ yards. He should be Bryce Young's go-to. Um, I think Xavier Legette should be back next week. He was out this week to a hamstring injury. Yeah, injury. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah.
Young off play action. Completes underneath. It's Tommy Tremble, the tight end. On second down, Young under center. He has time. Running out, flushed out. Young towards the corner. He's there. Touchdown, Carolina.
Honestly, not too much to say about that. I mean, Bryce read the defense, saw what was going on, realized he couldn't get a pass out, so he just took off running, trying to get a couple yards, ended up in the end zone. Honestly, really good use of reading the field. I think this is part of the reason why people still trust Bryce Young as QB1. He's despite struggling the first 2 games, he's finding his footing, looking more confident, overall doing better at leading the offense to more scoring drives.
Tell you what, Carolina's defense looking pretty stout. This ball is muffed, and the Panthers cough it up. Just as soon as they had come up with a 3-and-out, the Falcons will get it back.
So that's one of the few mistakes the Panthers really made this game. Honestly, I think the game could have been a lot more than 30-0. I think they could have bumped it up to 40, maybe even 50. Obviously, there's some mistakes that made it, prevent them from scoring. Bad balls, bad routes ran, and obviously mistakes like that. But as you see here, it's 3rd and 13. They did not capitalize on this at all. Still, like I said earlier in the video, they could not get past the 30-yard line. I mean, like, if you're going to be a player, or if you're going to be a team that's going to compete, like the Falcons, and especially the Falcons fans keep preaching that the Falcons were going to do, you got to do better than that. I mean, not getting into the red zone once the entire game, yikes.
Penix looking downfield, running out of time. He's hit as he throws. And it's 4th down. They said has plenty of leg. And Romo misses again. On second down, Young drops back. Flushed out to his right, gets away, takes off, tiptoes the sideline, and is marked out right in the stick. It'll be a first down for Carolina.
That Bryce was doing this week. He was utilizing his pocket well. I mean, Panthers got
Young
really
gets
good
rid of it, and it's
obviously,
incomplete, intended for
the
McMillan.
play right after that was a bad example
Mike
of what
Hughes
it looks like,
was there. First time they're really unleashing
he's able to sit
McMillan
in the
here
pocket
today.
a little bit more. He's able to read what's going on.
Bouncing off the initial tackle here, Rico Dowdle.
Here's Rico Dowdle.
Nice pickup
He had a great
after he was
honestly.
initially met in the backfield again.
I think he's going to be a great RB2 to the Hubbard.
Penix keeps it short with Robinson, who has the first down and more. Robinson across midfield. And he's into plus territory, pushed out by Nick Scott. There's the first big one of the afternoon, a gain of 25. Season with a torn meniscus. On 3rd down, Penix to the outside, incomplete off the hands of Mooney. Young and the Panthers take over at their own 13. And there's McMillan rounding the corner, getting away from the initial tackle. He's across the 30.
See, that's what I love about McMillan. He's a big guy. He's able to shake off defenders.
46. This pass is high, pointed by McMillan
see,
for the first
that's a
down.
ball basically from anybody else he's going to be able to catch except him.
So backs him up to a 3rd and 7. Young with time. He throws it behind Hunter Renfrow. It lands incomplete, and it's 4th down. Actually, you're going to 57 the distance on this one.
Right.
Which would be a season and career long. And it's good.
See, that's how you're supposed to make kicks, Falcons.
And off for Robinson. And Robinson nearly broke free. That's about it. Penix. It's his target underneath. There's Pitts still around the corner. Slipped by a tackle. And he's brought down at the 37-yard line. No timeouts for the Falcons. Third down. Penix. Four-step drop. Throws. Caught. It's Mooney. But the Falcons are going to run out of time to clock it. And that'll take us to the end of the half. Young on first down. Connects underneath with Mitchell Evans, his rookie tight end. Taken 15th overall from the University of Georgia. Young under pressure, tried to dump it off from McMillan. It falls incomplete. Penix with time is intercepted.
That's completely on Penix. 100%.
As you heard from the announcers there, they're right. That was 1,000% on Penix. I mean, who was he throwing? Like, I get who he's throwing to. Like, I was standing still. There was a defender lurking. Terrible ball. Obviously, I get Penix's, it's his first actual season being named the starter. So he's got to get through those growing pains. But dude, that was a costly mistake. I think honestly, right here is what was the nail in the coffin for the game. That pick six is what halted all other momentum, prevented anything else from happening the rest of this game.
Shaw Smith-Wade takes it in. First down for Atlanta at their own 22. Pitch it to Robinson. And Robinson rounds the corner, still with running room along the sideline. And a first down for Atlanta. Sarah.
Bijan, he just wasn't utilized to his full potential.
Penix, pocket collapsing, he'll step up and take off. Penix trying to stay in bounds. He's shoved out by Merrick, short of the line to make, and it's fourth down. Third down this afternoon. Handoff, Dowdle, and he'll get it.
Oh, he okey-doked him. That's a good move by Dowdle. Oh, they're going for it here.
Yeah, looks like the same look on third down. Young, pass broken up. Intended for McMillan, flag comes in.
They got ahead here. I don't know why. I'm just going to skip over this. Put it back to where it's supposed to be.
Pass interference. Defense, number 20. The ball placed in the spot of the foul.
Yeah, see, I don't know. That could go either way.
They were both holding on to each other. I'm not going to argue with the call.
Pocket collapsing, and he's brought down.
Guess who?
Caden Ellis. He's been all over it today. Tack on the lead for Ryan Fitzgerald. And he drills it.
Yeah, Ryan Fitzgerald is amazing this game.
On first down, Penix to the outside, Drake London. Falcons approaching midfield. On second down, Penix throws and hits London.
That's a really good design.
Falcons need it. Penix looks, passes intercepted. Mike Jackson, who might take this to distance.
Honestly, if Mike Jackson kept running forward, could have housed it.
Reverses field, tries to spin away. But it's the second interception thrown by Michael Penix this afternoon.
It definitely could have been another
The trailing by 20 on the road here in a divisional matchup. Jatavion Sanders somehow stays on his feet.
Yeah, he thinks he's Saquon Barkley.
Opened up a spot for him.
I love that comment. He thinks he's Saquon Barkley.
Young on first down, completes to Renfro, turns the corner, picks up a couple of yards, and has found his way back. Young to the perimeter, and Sanders. No spectacular hurdle in order here. He's close to the stick. Young to pass. Hubbard makes the catch.
So, honestly, I wish Chuba Hubbard would have gotten in the end zone here. But Uh, I was sad to see he didn't. I mean, that brings up 4th down.
Stretches for the goal line. He is marked short by a half yard. Handoff. Dowdle. Touchdown.
And as good as Dowdle was playing, I honestly think they should have given it to Hubbard here, but it is what it is. We got the score.
They have been
Granted,
strong up front.
Fantasy, so
Kirk Cousins is into the game for Atlanta.
A score for them,
Look how deep the safeties are. They're 20 yards deep. That's perfect.
Pitts. First down.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So all you got to do when you get out of bounds,
so good.
clock stops.
In Penix was
struggling with the simple stuff this week.
Kirk Cousins got put into the game.
Cousins.
So I honestly wonder how they're
Leads
going
to Ray
to move forward.
Will be short of the first down. Fourth down upcoming.
Or, bad
Austin
week. They're going
Corbett,
to try shaking it off, adjusting some things. Or if they're going to, use Kirk a little bit more.
Harvard,
try and,
nice run.
have Penix, reset
Dragging
mentally
3
like
men
what
with
happened
him.
last year with Bryce Young and Andy Dalton.
Young off the play fake. Finds Tommy Tremble, the tight end. Cuts back to the middle. He's going to be short of the line to make. He beat out the veteran Matthew Wright for the starting job in camp. And he hits another field goal. And that's why this division, the NFC South, is going to be fascinating as well. It was last year that they knocked the Falcons out of playoff contention. Nathan Carter getting another carry here, the rookie out of Michigan State. Falcons will fall to 1-2. The Carolina Panthers getting a late fumble recovery here.
And honestly,
we'll get another
that's just
takeaway,
icing on the
and
cake.
perhaps that is apropos. A drubbing, the likes of which they haven't had.
Honestly, phenomenal game from the Panthers. I don't think they could have. There's a few things they could have done better, but 30-0. Last time they beat a team like this, Atlanta Falcons. I think it's their. I think
Quite some
when their last
time.
shutout was.
Bryce Young and the Panthers will get to 1-2 on the season.
All right, but yeah, I mean, amazing game for the Panthers. Honestly, I'm seeing week 4 them beating the Patriots, especially if Patriots are prone to as many turnover. Not even like half. If the Patriots didn't give up half as many turnovers as they did last week, I can see the Panthers easily taking it. Getting the win for it. So I'm optimistic for how this team's gonna go. I mean, they got a pretty easy schedule coming up here. I'm actually gonna pull it up really quickly. So we're just gonna go Panthers schedule. We're gonna take a look at this. So they got the Patriots next. I can see them winning that. Dolphins, if I'm thinking Panthers got that easily. I don't see how the Dolphins are gonna come back. I mean, Tua, he's got that nickname. Tua turned the ball over. Cowboys, they just lost to the Bears. They just lost to the Bears badly. Dak looked awful. CD's going to be out for this game. But the Cowboys are also pretty good against the Panthers, so I'm a little torn on this. The Jets, I mean, the Jets have a good defense. Outside of that, I don't see them, really putting much of a fight up. Bills, Packers, those two are almost guaranteed losses for the Panthers, as much as I hate to say it. Saints should be a win. Falcons, I'm 50-50 on. Falcons are at home. Probably going to be looking for revenge, but we'll see. 49ers, it's hard to say. I mean, you got Nick Bosa out for the season. If injuries keep up like they always do with the 49ers, it can be split. Rams, all that needs to happen is, the Rams be up 26-7 or whatever by half, and then, Panthers can come back from that. Saints, I think we sweep them, honestly. Buccaneers, ooh, don't like their odds against them. I think the one that's at home, Panthers should have an edge on. Might be able to sneak away with a win, but on the road, I believe they're losing. Seahawks look really good. Their defense is really good. It honestly just depends on how Sam Darnold is playing at that point in the season, whether he's been shaken, he's seeing ghosts again. But if I have to give it as it is right now, Panthers are losing this game. So Panthers should easily be able to end up with a winning record. I mean, if we just they're currently, second in the division. Obviously not the greatest division, but I mean, points allowed is looking really good. If I remember correctly, they're like a top 8 team in the league right now. So defensive, like points allowed wise. So I mean, we'll see how this progresses. All right, that's all for me. See you guys later.